You know, it's kind of wild how like it feels like the indie animation space is the only place where we truly have any motion anymore. Yes, the paragons of what used to be Pixar, Disney, DreamWorks, they're all kind of fucking dead at this point. Yes, Zootopia just made over $1 billion. Huzzah! But it's Disney. Nickelodeon. No idea what they're doing anymore, and I'm really hoping they're putting out stuff besides SpongeBob. Cartoon Network is basically non-existent. Its shows sold off to basically anyone who would fucking buy that shit. And now it's like, it's fucked. My second home is gone, and I'm incredibly bitter about that. So looking at like what we have left, how like people have to find alternative spaces to like put their art out there and hopefully gain enough of a following to make it big, that has been something that has been building for a number of years. We've seen it with a number of shows, but very rarely have we seen creators who did kind of, quote, make it, come to YouTube and say, okay, here's my shit. And out of everyone to do it so far, Dana Terrence, amazing. I am loving Knights of Guinevere. But Jorge fucking Gutierrez, the creator of El Tigre, the Book of Life, and Maya and the Three, which I feel like I'm the only person who remembers that thing exists, and it was fantastic. This man is here. He is like... oh my god, he is so distinct in all of his works, as you can look at any show he has ever like fully made or been in control of and be like, no, yeah, no question. That is exactly... Even me as a child could figure out the Book of Life and El Tigre were made by the same person. Could not really notice that shit as I never had the eye. So I am just super excited to see El Guapo versus the Narco Vampires, as it's uncut crazy. That is the only way I can describe a title like that, and that is what I am so fucking on board for. And while yes, the lack of money is horrific, hey, at least we get to see the fucking vision here, and let's get into it. Oh shit. We are immediately starting in Tijuana. Okay, Level Boy. Now, I did actually see this opening just because it was on Twitter. So, only thing I really want to say here, watch Dusk Till Dawn. If you haven't seen it, it's something. I think it's mainly famous for me because it's the fact that Quentin Tarantino's in it. And he wrote himself into the movie and then wrote Selma Hayek putting her feet in his mouth. At certain points, like, okay, you just gotta fucking watch that shit to actually believe it. Okay, first impressions, loving it. Already saw all of this, so I was very much prepared. But this is like, again, uncut crazy that I so just adore. I'm gonna do also a video on Primal, which I also love, because it's one of those shows that scream, there were no notes. This was just the creator's vision, and I just want to be served that crazy. Right now, I'm loving the idea, like, okay, this is the pitch for, like, all the characters we're gonna face in the future. We have El Guapo being big, strong hero man, and Mags, his much sexier and probably much more competent partner, who he's in love with, and the various casts of like characters we're gonna have to fight at some point. I would say about the designs, love them. They all look fantastic. I'm way too fucking white to say anything about the representation of this show. Mr. Gutierrez loves Mexico. You look at any of his fucking shows, that love drips through every single crack. So I cannot imagine, like, no, you just gotta let this B-movie energy truly be what it is. As they all look so fucking good. The Chupacabra one is just a Chupacabra.
No more bare knuckle fighting, mijos!
He's got, oh shit, that's actually kind of cool. I really like this stylistic thing that they're doing up at the top. Usually, like, you see those black bars, like, okay, just hard cut off. But this was something that they did in Maya and the Three, where you can like, no, they're playing around with it. Their characters come through, it'll block sometimes, other times it won't. And it's like, it's a nice little 3D effect. It's cool. I like it. I do think it distracted me from the original show, Maya, purely because like I kept waiting to see when it would happen.
But aside from angels, Tijuana is also a city full of sexy animals.
Okay, yeah. Was not expecting this.
El Guapo! Give me a second, Betty. Too short. Too pretty. Too long.
Yeah, he's on Tinder in a strip club. Yeah, you cannot fucking do this shit in Nickelodeon. And that's a lot of jiggle physics.
Atomic cocaine and NFTs, amigos. Business be booming, man.
I feel like we're a little late to be making NFT jokes, but I do love that we're switching over to an actual animatic versus this thing being like fully color in animated. As a lot can be said, like how great, like that does probably help the show pop off a lot harder if it were to be fully done and like how the previous like 4 minutes have been. But it also sets like a very unrealistic standard for what's actually attainable. I said this was I don't want to be a magical girl, but the fact that a show can like show off, be animatic, and like, okay, this is the vibe of what we're going for, and this is actually kind of doable for some people. As though it's like, okay, a Hasman's pilots, glitch tech stuff, that is millions of dollars that people just do not have. So things like this getting popular allows like, okay, casuals, watch the other shit. It'll allow other things to pop off and we'll be able to like get a greater variety versus those who just already had the money. It's like the subtitle barrier thing. Okay, you read subtitles, okay, it's in black and white, not as cool. You just gotta swallow the pill, okay?
Gentlemen prefer blondies.
He's a fucking dick. Is that dude dead?
Hey, this asshole doesn't respect women or the sanctity of the performing arts. Fuck him up.
Look, there could have been a lot of comments like, why do we start a strip club? Why do we do X, Y, and Z? Why is everyone so naked and stacked? Okay, come on, you gotta give that joke so much respect. It is so fucking funny. And that dude's getting the shit kicked out of him.
Die, pinchy vampire scum!
Gracias for sparing my good eye. I didn't see that coming, pretty man. Oh!
I love how in like the Gutierrez cinematic universe, we have John DiMaggio voicing this exact character in like 3 of his fucking shows. We had El Oso and El Tigre. We had a Viking warrior in Mayan the 3, now this dude. It's just efficient casting because he's always so fucking good in all of these roles. Also another staple of Gutierrez's writing. Love. And like some other creators, he's actually pretty decent writing them.
That's my bro Jose, known as El Ángel in the ring. You know, the angel. He's a técnico.
This is gonna fucking die, won't he? He isn't in the opening. Shit, this is the deadest man to ever live. You don't name a guy Angel and say he's the good brother and then leave him in the story. Well, living at least.
La 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 la.
And over the years, no one wanted to adopt me.
Oh.
But they all wanted Jose. But he kept coming back. Time after time, Jose gave up a bunch of families to come back for me.
Holy shit, he's too good for this sinful earth, I believe is the trope name we're going for here. Also, we're only 8 minutes in, I'm already super invested in this brotherly bond that's about to be ripped to shreds.
As soon as he saved some money, Jose married Maria, his childhood sweetheart. She sure was bonita. Their wedding was epic. Dang it, if it wasn't the happiest I had ever seen.
We need a counter for all the soon-to-be dead guy tropes.
By the night before our most important fight ever, I had gotten completely out of control. ¡Ya madre! 7 wins in a row?
Alright, so we have the Saint and the Wild Child, and the Wild Child's about to bet the farm on a bad hand. So running back, this man became a degenerate, has been one his entire life, and his saint of a brother, RIP pending, is no longer over his shoulder, and he is about to fuck everything up. But what I assume is going to be betting on a card game. Again, I'm loving this so far. This is truly the pride coming before the fall, and we're gonna watch a man lose everything, and rightfully knowing it's actually his fault. Which is something I do think I enjoy seeing on a lot of shows, where it's not just like, oh, the character like had something bad happen. No, in this case, El Guapo over here he put himself into this fucking situation, and he now has to definitely unlearn a lot of that. And I imagine if we get the actual full series, it'll continue with the idea like, oh, he needs to work past some of his worst habits.
No! No manches, güey! You're super troca?
Dos al pastor con todo.
Oh my god!
Again, I'm loving the excess of the shows that if this were created by anybody else, genuinely people would be up in arms like, no, this is like weird, like, oh, this is stereotype now. But it's entertaining as fuck. And clearly, again, based on the track record of the creator, the man loves the place. And again, I'm very much getting B-movie energy where you kind of have to go for all the exaggeration here.
You will lose that fight, or we burn that fucking orphanage down, cabron!
Angel is gonna kill me.
Honestly, rightfully so at this point.
Gracias, guapo.
A Book of Life reference, awesome.
Your asada tacos.
Today is probably our last shot at the championship. I pray to God that tonight is our night, Judas.
Twist the fucking knife more, why don't you? Oh my god. Oh, this poor fucking idiot. How are they gonna fuck him? How is this all gonna go terribly wrong?
Amen.
Psst, hey, we got this, carnalito.
Take care of your brother, Jose.
Here's the extra knife twist. To speak again to like how animatics need to be a little bit more accepted, this is basically finished. Yes, it's very rough draft, but you basically get everything out of this. There's just enough motion for you to infer everything else, and the character acting is so deliciously fun. Like this vampire twink asshole right here. Yeah, punchable face. I hope he dies. He's horrible. But he is so deliciously evil right now, and the character animation conveys all that. So everyone else kind of just being smiley faces and circles, it doesn't bother you that much. He's so larger than life, he's outside the screen of the movie. And of course, he has a D belt buckle.
If the big boss was there in person, then this was not an.
Why does he care so much about this particular fight? Also, I'm very curious. The only thing I can't really fully tell right now is that, are these actually like horned beasts, or are these those actual masks? Oh, that's really fucking cool. That's a great visual.
Hermano! Jose!
Make me proud, bro.
Dude, you have a wife and kids. I'm sorry. You're...
Perdón, María. Perdóname. Perdón.
Yeah, this is kind of all his fault. Except this guy, who it's... Yeah, it's way more his.
Guapo, guapo, guapo.
Again, how much money could they have possibly put on that fight?
I'm gonna fucking kill every single one of you motherfucking monsters!
So does he actually know they're vampires? Or is he just saying, oh, you terrible people? Because that's the one thing I'm currently a little bit iffy on for the world building, is that I'm not entirely sure like how off-putting and how much magic is like in this world right now. As the goons he's rocking, like they could be fish people in like the finished product, but right now they just kind of like, they could just be like weird looking dudes. So right now I cannot exactly say like, oh, is magic just established? It exists, everyone knows it does, so those those bull looking demon dudes just were demons they were fighting? Or is this more like, okay, he doesn't know, and he is about to find out. That's the thing that's currently going through my mind, as I don't know if he truly knows like who he's been fucking with.
Makes no sense, compa. Don't you worry. We're going to give you a good reason to wear a mask. You didn't honor your dead, compa.
thought he was just going to take the heated machete and put it on his face. I didn't think he'd throw him face first into the fire. Oh, shit. Oh, that fucking must suck. I'm suddenly getting why now in the premiere, like the intro thing, it has him wearing the mask all the time. As he does look conventionally normal without it.
Didn't your mama ever teach you not to bite the hand that feeds you? All right.
Again, another thing, like,
Your mother was a whore.
you can't see him. Also, what the fuck, bro? That's very out of pocket.
To no one's surprise, turns out the devil is Mexican.
That's really funny. I also love the cigar they had that was made out of people. Also, it's just occurred to me that every indie cartoon I talk to involves hell in some way. Where even if the setting isn't literally hell, they're usually living through hell.
To come back for me. Jose! Ah! You came down to hell from pinche heaven to save me?
Earn your redemption, hermano.
And is he giving up his? Like, save the speeches for when you fucking got him out of there, bro.
Hey! Hands off the wings, pinches draculeros!
Well, this is one hell of a motivation to give a man. His brother's trapped in hell suffering for his sins. She just always has cockroaches on her head.
Should be dead. It's a miracle he's even breathing.
Okay, that's Grey Delisle, and she is voicing every fucking character, well, every woman in this show. So it's basically like every other time Grey Delisle plays anyone.
A big price would have to be paid. Whatever the fuck that means.
Well, his brother already fucking paid it.
I thought this was my redemption. I had to make sure Maria and baby Jesus were safe. It was safer for them if they thought I was dead.
It is a neat little design choice to always have her wear the hood, so she always does look like the Virgin Mary. So again, the fact that they did the Mary, Joseph, and Jesus is... Now I want to see if little Jesus becomes like a main character at some point, or is like a chosen one.
Your meat is no good, compa.
Yes, Chupi, you are probably right.
But you are in luck, old friend. Your meat is why we're here, guapo. Behold, the best meat in Tijuana.
What?
Open it, guapo.
The most valid response being told to open it I have ever seen.
Just no tacos de cabeza.
Fucking expressions from this dude. I kind of hope this dude doesn't die immediately, as he's just too much fun being hateable.
Stop. Por favor.
El maestro said stop, you dog.
But Don Draculon, por favor.
Oh, it just occurred to me that they're the vampire brides Dracula usually has in a lot of adaptations. Very neat touch, kind of like how they're all speaking together and just being creepy as shit.
Alto, hijos de su rechingada!
Did he not see all the cool villain shit Don Draculon was doing? Why would he jump on the hood of the car of all places and try to do something right now? Guys, I don't know this policeman's name. I know they said it, but he's dead now, so it doesn't matter.
Perdón. I'm sorry. Perdón.
Oh yeah, we did have the girl.
It's you, the beautiful señorita from the club. I'll take you to the hospital. Oh, don't die on me, por favor.
Okay, now I have serious questions about the timeline for this. As I thought that the opening with like the strip club was like some point in the past, but it feels like, okay, she's wearing the same getup she had when she was impersonating a stripper. That's not her usual getup. Based on the fact that the brother was still alive when he was at the club, And like they literally say a few weeks to get this stand going. It does feel like, okay, has she just been dead in a body bag for the last couple days or weeks? Or she just like adopted that as like her new look. It's not major. I'm questioning the logistics here of how she's still in that outfit.
They suck the blood of Mexico.
No, dumbass. Literal vampire.
Okay, I'm loving their dynamic. They're gonna be super fun together.
You can heal fast.
Why was that line so much different than everything else we've heard before? I know they do retakes, but this like sounded like it was recorded on a phone. It's not a big deal. It's just like that caught me off guard.
You're gonna help me kill Don Draculon.
Wait! But you're a vampira. Why do you want to kill your vampire king?
Don Draculon? He's my father.
Sorry, how does that relate to the question he asked? I was like, why would you want to kill your vampire king? He's like, well, he's my dad. Just daddy issues is the reason enough for murder? Or just like being a good person? So very curious to see what her backstory is on like why Dracula turned his own wife, girlfriend, like when she was pregnant, instead of just waiting for the baby to be born. It's the fucking ending. Let's get to it. I do have loved this. I'll say my real thoughts for the end.
What do you say, señorita?
I say, let's go fuck shit up.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, this was super fucking good.
Time.
Alright, that was El Guapo versus the Narco Vampires, and I really want this to be made into a show. Give me at least a movie out of this, as this is so fucking entertaining. I don't say this a lot, but like, pilots, very hard to do. They have to both sell their show and serve as often as a first episode to what could be a much larger series. And this, I think, does a really good job at just being a first episode. Yes, it's kind of an origin story for this main plot we're gonna get, but I kind of think like on its own, this actually really works. Just be like the story of one dude who fucked up, who had massive flaws that led to his brothers and his own death. And now we see him try and like get his life together. We actually see him get his shit, and then he's trying to be a better person only for the life to come knocking. Very good, very interesting. I really want this like be fully animated. Despite just getting full booty in my background footage right now. This is so fun. All the jokes hit so well. And despite there not being like a whole lot of like extra flair to it, it's great. It does everything it fucking wants to do, and I'm so like, I need more of this. Genuinely, I don't think this pilot like has any real flaws. Like, it's working within the limitation that it clearly has production-wise, but everything else, really good. Story, great. Characters are super fun. The villains seem fantastic. I kind of wish personally that we got like the opening, like that intro sequence, maybe towards like the end of this instead of like the beginning. It's simply that they have a like the most iconic moment to be animated versus where everything else was in fact black and white, animatic style. I kind of feel like that having like the great moments like in the middle like really goes like a long way for something to go viral. But I do think the opening just being like, okay, this is what we have, this is what we could do, fucking pay us, man. And I'm like, I really do. I really want this to get picked up and like truly it just goes hard. It looks fantastic. Really would love to see a full series of this get made, though at this point I feel like I could settle for just a movie. I mean, you have to cut out all the great villain designs we saw at the beginning, but like, I'm just gonna take what I can get. This was so much fun. I truly do wish this was doing a little bit better in the algorithm, but given how this was basically just put on Mr. Gutierrez's like personal page instead of like a bigger YouTube channel, I think that this is doing pretty well for like a start. Honestly, hope this gets the word out just a little bit more, so tell me what you all thought down below. And if you can, spread the fucking word, as this needs to be seen by more people. As I honestly just need more fan art of Don Draculon, as I need that shit by tomorrow.